Peace reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because we are here for another story time. You know, reflection over there in the Do You Believe in Magic community. They keep a little story time. They keep a little. So you believe in magic story time. Now you see the title. We are here talking about the High Priestess and the Hitman. We don't know how this story finna turn out. So go on ahead, get your roll up, get your pull up, whatever it is you do. If you don't do either, don't worry about it. You can still come over here with my crew. Just make sure to give us a thumbs up, reflection, hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button because it lets everyone know I'm over here with my crew and we are talking about that. Do you believe in magic? Okay. Now, with that being said, reflection. I am just here to let her present her story. She is here to tell her story, reflection. Who is Tarithia to say, baby, that's not true, girl? That ain't true. They weren't trying to do that. Do you believe in magic? Reflection. He thought he could get a high priestess. Ooh, let's see what's really going on. Okay, you know what they say. It's three sides to every story. It's your side, they side, and then it's the truth. Okay, so drop in the comments and definitely let me know what you think about this video. Okay, now we're gonna stop, we're gonna talk our shit in between here, but I really am curious to hear this full story, this full I said story this full story about this high priestess and how she was set up. Reflection, how they tried to set my girl up, they tried to set her up. Reflection, let's see what's really going on.
So this is a story time about how this guy that I was dating and a karmic couple tried to set me up and unalive me. Let's get into it. So I met the guy that I was dating on a dating app. Yes, I know that was my first mistake. We're gonna call him the Hitman. I'm looking down because yes, I did write notes. So I met him on the dating app. We went on a few dates and everything. Everything was going good until this one particular date that we went on. We went on a date and I had a hearing that same day. I knew that the hearing wasn't going to take that long, so I went ahead and still went on the date. The date was ending. I'm going back to my car so that I can get on Zoom and tune into the hearing. I'm in my car waiting for the hearing to start. It's taking a while, it's not starting. Somehow he ends up in my car, we're just chopping it up before he leaves. But I had the paperwork in my car about the hearing. And the guy, a part of the karmic couple, we're gonna call him the demon because that's what I saw in his face, in his eyes when I looked at him one day. I saw all the pupil in his eye go completely black. We're gonna call him the demon. The demon's name was on the paperwork. And it's not like I had the paperwork exposed or anything. It was just like right there, I guess, just in the car in my lap or like just right there. And so I know I truly believe that he saw it. He saw the name on the paperwork. I saw that the energy shifted. I'm like, you good? Like, you okay? Like, yeah, like everything good, but something had shifted. Anyway, we both leave and everything. The demon didn't even show up to the hearing, so it was kind of like a waste of my time. So later that day, we didn't really talk. I'm thinking like, does he not like me? Like the date was a little shaky, whatever. I'm like, did you see the name on there? Like, does he know him? But I'm like, nah. Like, what are the odds of that, right? That's what I'm thinking. I was wrong. So now I know that he did know him. After that date, everything changed. So okay, after that, everything changed. So we're still dating or whatever. We're on the phone talking. Now he's bringing up like women that put men on child support, and he's like just bringing up certain things. I'm like, okay, like this is weird, but whatever. Um, he had sent me this flyer about this event. Like he wanted to go on a date to this event, so I went to the event with him. It was like a jazz event or whatever. On the way to the event, I did peep that it was like 5 minutes away from the demon's house. I'm like, but I'm not thinking that, there's any correlation there. Boy, was I wrong. So The Hitman, he's a photographer, videographer, whatever. We go backstage because he's recording for one of his friends that's performing. And, he has me roll up or whatever. So I go ahead and roll up. He's recording, doing his thing. He's like, "Well, let's go up here." Like behind the stage, there's a hill. So I go up here on the hill. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna go back here and chop it up with my people. Like you stay up here or whatever." And so we're smoking. Like it's a beautiful day outside. It's cool. Like we chilling. But I look over, I notice like he's not really hitting the joint, like why he ain't really inhaling, but whatever, like I'm smoking, I'm chilling, we good, the music is good, it's jazz, like we're having a good time. As hours pass, I'm getting really, really sleepy. I'm so sleepy, like I can barely keep my eyes open, so I'm like, yeah, it's about time for me to leave. So we go ahead and leave, right? I'm driving. On the way home, I cannot keep my eyes open. Literally, at this point, I'm driving like this. And I'm praying to God, God, please let me make it home. I don't know what was in that weed. Like, I don't know what's going on, why I'm so sleepy, why I can't keep my eyes open. Like, God, please let me make it home. I made it home. And then, because I'm looking down again because I got notes. He, like, fake kissed me. So it's like these certain things, and I'm like, noticing, like, okay, we standing there, like, we're dating, right? So it's like, dude, he just standing there, but he's not really kissing me. Like, dude, you don't gotta fake kiss me, bro. So I like step back, like, okay, like I'm gonna go. Anyway, second date that we went on, we went to Bonefish. He was acting weird. He kept looking at his phone. I'm thinking it's another girl or something. We're eating whatever. Then we're about to leave. I'm walking out the door, but he pauses. He doesn't like walk with me out the door. So as I'm walking, I'm waiting on him. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on. And so we're leaving. We're in the parking lot. He gives me like this fake little hug, fake little kiss, and then he just leaves. I'm like, what? This is weird. This is a baby free night. We're dating, and our date is over after 40 like an hour. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm about to go home. I turn around. There's this girl standing there. She looking at me. I'm like, girl, like, who are you? Whatever. It was just a red flag for me. He was acting weird. Whatever. After that, he tries to plan another date with me, right? Um, the Bengals game. He's like, yeah, I can come over. Like, we can watch the game or whatever. We can have some drinks, all this and that. I ended up declining that date because I don't think I could find a babysitter or something like that. And I'm not really a drinker anyway. Like, we didn't end up doing that. But I know that me declining saved my life. Then, so me and the hitman, like, we're talking, and he said that he quit his job. Mind you, he told me he make like 25 an hour, whatever. He said he quit his job. Mind you, now that all this is coming out, I think he got fired. So he got another job. He will work at La Rosa. So he's like, yeah, whenever you want some free food on Thursday, like I got you. Like I'll get you some free food. Just let me know. Just hit me up. I'm like, okay, like how nice. Like I'm thinking that this is just someone that I'm dating, someone that likes me, that's just getting me food. Boy, was I wrong. I ate that pizza. He gave me some pizza and garlic fries. Mind you, when I got the food, I looked at the food like it was almost like he was being too generous, and that's why I'll never second guess my intuition. I'm looking at the food like, did he put something in this pizza? And he's like, what? Like, you good? I'm like, yeah. I'm too intuitive for my own good. I go home, eat the pizza, and not too long after that, my stomach is on 10. I'm on the toilet, like I'm sick from this pizza. Thank God my son didn't eat it, because that's one thing kids love to eat is pizza. He wouldn't eat the food. He didn't eat. He loved fries and pizza. He wouldn't even eat it. Thank God. So I'm sick from this food. So now I'm sitting here like, did he put something in this food? Like, but I'm thinking like, well, why would he do that? Like I'm having cognitive dissonance. I'm just not thinking that this is something that he would do. But I remember him messaging me in the morning, just talking, because he talked a lot, which was annoying. Talking, and he's like, "Oh, how you feeling?" It was just the way that he asked me, like, "How you feeling today?" Like, You tried to poison me. Anyway, because I'm gonna get to it. Just bear with me. These are all the ways in which I was being set up and trying to be poisoned and unalived. So pause. Side story. Because I said the hitman and the karmic couple. As I'm being attacked by the hitman that's trying to unalive me, the karmic couple is mistreating my child. I'm going through a custody battle right now. Well, I was going through a custody case. I know that they were doing death magic, black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever you want to call it, to try to unalive me. One day I went to pick up my son. Mind you, I know that the demon is a narcissist, and I know how to starve a narcissist. I don't look at him, I don't talk to him. I set the boundary that there's to be written communication only. So when I pick up my son, I'm looking down to get my son, and I'm leaving, going to my car. This particular day, he's holding my son. Mind you, he's my child. Mind you, he's old enough to walk to the door. He's holding him. He comes out the door first. He's just looking at me. So I'm like what? He just looking at me as if this is the last time he gonna see me. Mind you, these people, they didn't know who they was with. They didn't know how intuitive I am, baby. I see that the time is running out.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Reflection is real out here in the field. I'm trying to let you know. Get your crystals and get your magic wands, your herbs, shit together, baby. You got to keep them in your purse and shit. Reflection. You got to keep them in that bag, baby. You just never know. You never know. Reflection. But think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button over here. We over here talking our shit. We over here with high priestesses and hitmans and shit. Reflection. Listen, remember in our videos, we talk about pay attention to the signs that your body give you. Pay attention to that body language. Don't let those smiling faces fool you because a smile is nothing but a frown turned upside down. Now think about how she said she didn't have a babysitter, so she couldn't go on a date, and that may saved her life. Think about it. Reflect. You ever wanted to go on a date, maybe didn't have a babysitter, was mad as hell you didn't have no babysitter the whole time. You didn't even know it wasn't happening to you, baby. It was happening for you. It was happening for you. Reflection. It could have been a hitman. It could have, you listen, it could have been reflection shit. Now, think about with the food. We be talking about energy don't die. Energy just keep going on and on and on. When she got the food, she said her baby loved pizza and french fries, hamburger, whatever it was, reflection. But the baby wouldn't eat it. The baby wouldn't eat it, but she ate it. I be telling y'all, children can recognize frequency. Children know when shit be off, reflection, because they're more in tune than certain adults are because they haven't been tainted by the matrix and shit. Okay, stay in my spaceship. So with that being said, reflection, she ate the food. I would have knew something was up then when the baby didn't want the food and shit. I would say, wait a minute, but she wasn't probably in tune just yet. She wasn't thinking about this shit. Reflect, she didn't know it was a hitman over here trying to get her in the background with obsidian crystal. She didn't know this shit. Reflection, okay. So with that being said, she ate the food and the food gave her a negative reaction. See, your body be trying to tell you shit, even though reflection, it's like that's what I mean when you really have to be in tune and you really have to pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, not only surroundings with what you can see, you have to pay attention to people energy reflection. Just because they smile, remember your true enemies, they're not going to come to you aggressive, they're going to come to you nice.
Part two. So the video cut out. As I was saying, I'm getting to my side story, right? I'm picking up my son, and the demon's looking at me as if this is the last time he's going to see me, right? Not too long after that, he said something about them having to go out of town or whatever about a funeral. Hmm. I'm too intuitive for my own good. I know that whatever death magic that they sent towards me backfired and hit somebody else. I know. Because I'm picking up my son after this, and I see the dark witch who's a part of the karmic couple. We gonna call her the dark witch. I see her outside. She looking stressed. I'm picking up my son. The demon talking to his daughter, talking about get back, as if they scared of me or something. Like, dude, these people are weird. I know. Um. Anyway, we gonna get back to the hitman who's trying to set me up, right? So Me and the hitman, we're still talking, we're dating or whatever. And he's talking about, yeah, my mom's going on a trip to Jamaica with her man. She said that we can come. I'm like, oh, okay, like that's cool. Like, yeah, he basically asked me, like, do I want to come? I'm like, yeah, I'll come or whatever. Now, if y'all listen to part one, y'all know this man had no good intentions for me, right? So I'm gonna get into it. Just bear with me. And again, I'm looking down because I got notes. Then the hitman, he's giving me a gift. He had hit me up about some yoga event or whatever, which now I know was a fake event. Which he was giving me the runaround about. We never went to. He's hitting me up about this yoga event or whatever. He's gifted me a yoga mat. Mind you, he gifted me the yoga mat, but it was already open. Like it came in a box, but the box was already open, which I thought was weird. I did think something was off. I inspected the yoga mat or whatever. I didn't really see anything. I did see like they hexed that yoga mat. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work anyway. But I'm just giving y'all all the ways in which they tried to set me up. Then this is when stuff is coming to a head, like it's about to come out. It's the hitman's birthday, so we have been dating or talking or whatever for about 6 months, and I'm thinking that I like him. We're connecting on a mental, emotional, or maybe more so a mental level because I don't really like that many people anyway. So I'm thinking that we're connecting, whatever. It's his birthday. I got him like a little gift or whatever, just trying to show him like I like you because he actually was taking me out on dates, but now I know he was taking me out to set me up. Um, but he's acting weird. Like, okay, it's your birthday. You're not hugging me. You're not paying me any attention. Kinda. You're not being intimate. Like, okay, that was a red flag for me because it's like, okay, what changed? Like, what happened? So I'm like, okay, like I'm about to go. I don't have time for this. Like, I'm pretty irritated at this point. As I'm walking out, he's like, yeah, like maybe we can do something. Like you can treat me to that sushi place or whatever. I'm like, I'm not treating you to anything. Now I see why men be so upset when they take girls out and they don't get none. Like, no, this was like I'm like, I'm breaking it off because it's been 6 months. You acting weird. Like, so I ended up calling him that night, like, okay, like, what's going on? We ended up having a little heart to heart conversation, and he pretty much telling me, like, oh, I'm not ready, and blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, please, please. Like, I'm so irritated at this point because this is what I hear often with these men. They want to date me, they want to say everything in the beginning, right? Oh, I'm going to do this, and oh, we could do that, and acting like they're ready, but then when it comes to a point like, okay, it's been 6 months, like, okay, where are we going kind of thing is, oh, I'm not ready. But so he's saying stuff to me like, oh, well, I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of and I'm gonna have to pay for it. And I'm like, okay, well, what do that got to do with me? But now I know what it has to do with me. Um, he's talking out weird, like, yeah, I know it kind of hurts to lose someone that you have a connection with. Like he's kind of saying it like, dude, what? So this is the last time I'm talking to this dude because at this point he done wasted my time. The next day, I'm harassed by the demon. So the demon's harassing me. He starts off the conversation all nice and everything, and then he ends up harassing me and gaslighting me. Ends up saying fuck you and fuck your child. Like who says fuck their own child, but who's saying fuck a child in general? So obviously this got me hot, saying that my child is slow and he's retarded and just trying to get me out of my character, right? Just trying to gaslight me, whatever. I can spot a narcissist a mile away, but this did get me hot because fuck who? Not my child. So at this point, I know that he's doing this just to get out child support, and that's fine. So I'm pretty much, I'm not even about to get into it. So I'm telling him like, look, I'm happy to take you off child support, but you need to you know, withdraw your petition for custody, which we know he's not getting custody anyway. But at this point, he's still playing games. He's like, oh, you're trying to build a case against me, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, who has time for that? I want you out of my life because, oh, this is the thing. He said, are you okay with him being mistreated? Gonna ask me if I'm okay with my son being mistreated. At this point, I'm leaving. I'm like, because I already know that you've been mistreating him. Anyway, he harassed me. So, so at this point, I'm not talking to the hitman no more. I already know how to start the demon narcissist. I'm putting him in his place the best I can, trying to deal with this custody court ordered visitation thing. The next person that they sent in is part of their operation is what exposed it all. This guy from my high school was hitting me up on Instagram, and he's connected to my ex. And I know my ex knows the demon because they're in a mutual circle of friends. I know that the demon went to school with this girl I went to high school with. Like, I know everything. I know. And they don't know that I know, but I know. So he comes in, but he's trying to get information out of me. And I'm like, because I'm very private. So I peep this. I'm like, nah, like something ain't right. Something ain't right. Like, something ain't right. And then the next person they sent in, we're going to call him Blackberry. Blackberry's trying to get information out of me. He's love bombing me, telling me that he loves me and all this and that. I made a post on Instagram talking about how low men are trying to just I made a post, right? And I could tell that he was triggered by the post. I said, okay, I'm gonna chill with him one more time because he's from the past. I shouldn't be chilling with him anyway. I was just trying to cope with my son being away, and I know that my son's being mistreated, and I was, I guess, bored and needed an outlet, so I would go ahead and chill with him. Like, this is the last time, so I chill with him, and I pick up on his energy. Like, nah, this a wrap after this. So I pick up on that, and I cut him off. But I hit him up like, you know what, I'm gonna be cool with him. So I let him know, like, you know what, I can't, we can't be friends right now. Like, I know if I talk to you, it'll just be me repeating the past. He's like, I appreciate that. And I'm like, and I know that you're a part of this circle, this group, this group of men that I don't fuck with. Like, I'm cool. He was like, yeah, I get what you're saying, except for that part. I don't know what you mean by that, whatever. So I ended up, I'm picking up on this. I'm like, something ain't right. Like, at this point, I'm asking spirit, I'm asking God for a sign. Like, can you reveal to me what is going on? Like, I'm having dreams, I'm having visions. I know that something ain't right. It's hitting my spirit. I ended up texting him like, karma is a bitch. And he's like, well, what you mean I blocked him? He called me from somebody else's phone, all this and that. I'm still up in the middle of the night. I had a dream, literally three dreams back to back. God woke me up out of my sleep. It's around 3 in the morning. The first dream I had was of my ex from high school, which is weird. I don't think about him. I don't like him. I haven't thought about him in years. I'm like, why are you coming to me in a dream? The next day, I woke up in the middle of the night with a dream about the dark witch. I saw her face. I heard her name. I'm like, Spirit, what is going on? And this was like maybe a week after I know that they had a funeral. I know that it was somebody in her family that had passed because the funeral was in Florida. So I'm like, why am I dreaming about these people? I did a return to sender sap because I already had asked for these things to be revealed. The next day, I had a dream about the demon. I don't know what we were doing in the dream, but I dreamed about him. I'm like, why am I dreaming about these people 3 days in a row, back to back, being woke up?
All right, reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. Anybody just came in, we are over here talking about the high priestess and the hitman and how not listening to your intuition can lead you into the wrong hands. Reflection, you have to remember the higher you raise up in vibration, smiling faces. Remember your enemies, they're going to come to you nice. Reflection, they're going to dress it up and make it real. They're going to make it very real for you. So sometimes you can't judge people off of your two eyes. You got to look with their third eye. Okay, hit the like and subscribe button. You're over here with Tarithia. We are here listening. We are here listening to this high priestess talk about her journey with this fucking hitman.
Okay, part three. So in part two, we left off basically it's being revealed to me through my dreams that I'm being set up. I'm putting two and two together. I'm making the connections. I'm understanding that something is off. So look, I'm up in the middle of the night. I can't sleep. Okay. So I called the hitman in the middle of the night. I'm like, something ain't up. It's an op somewhere. Like these niggas are ops. Like he's lies to me to try to get information and try to set me up, whatever, whatever. The demon, the karmic couple, they sending people to me to try to set me up. So I called the hitman in the middle of the night. It's almost 4 in the morning. So in my mind, I'm thinking he ain't never gonna guess that I figured this out, but I know, and I'm totally gonna catch him off guard. Mind you, we haven't talked for about a month now. So I'm like, yeah, this totally gonna catch him off guard. So I text him first because I wanted to make sure he was gonna answer. Text him, he texted me back. As soon as he texted me back, I called him. I said, "Do you know somebody named the Demon?" And he said, uh, stuttering, right? Um, I'm like, at this point in my mind, I'm thinking, you okay? You take it way too long to answer. So I know that you know him, but you're tough. Okay, you take it too long. I'm like, yeah. Do you know somebody named the Demon? And he's like, he didn't even say no. He was like, I know somebody named such and such. He said someone's name that started with an E, and he said the demon's last name. And I'm like, okay, so you don't know? He like, nah. He kind of said it like with a question mark. I'm like, he said he know you, and he's like, nah, like, kind of like, question. I'm like, oh, so he didn't pay you? And he's like, nah, kind of thing, like, like a question mark. So I just hung up because that told me everything that I needed to know. Like, you know him, you set me up, so now it's coming to me. Like, now everything is hitting me, right? Um, so now going back to everything I told you on part one, I'm falling asleep at the wheel. So you and he been and even after the hearing, right? And he was I understood that he knows him. He was so eager to give me some weed, and I know that he was putting stuff in the weed. I know that I almost fell asleep at the wheel. They tried to kill. They tried to make it look like it was a mistake, like it was an accident. They tried to make me. They tried to unalive me. Like, I know that he set me up that day. I know that he set me up when we went to Bonefish. I'm looking down because again I got notes. I know he set me up. We went to Bonefish. Whoever that girl was, whatever she was supposed to do, stab me, shoot me, whatever. She froze up. She couldn't do it because she didn't know that I was 6'1" and I was tall and beautiful. She couldn't do it. She didn't know I was protected and guarded. You know what I mean? They didn't know who they was fucking with. They didn't know. Um, the day that he said, "Oh, we can come over and go to the and watch the Bengals game and we can have a drink," he was gonna put something in my drink, and I know that it saved my life that I didn't do that date with him. Um, what else? I know that he got fired. That was his karma. I know that he put something in my pizza to make me sick and try to poison me, whatever that it was that they put, tried to poison me. I know that when he said, "Oh, let's go on a trip to Jamaica," I know that he was just trying to make me disappear, get me sex trafficked or whatever. I know that he was just trying to kill me. The yoga mat that he gave me, I know that they hexed that yoga mat. Whatever they tried to do to that yoga mat, put a recording device in it or whatever they tried to do. Because when I inspected it, there was like a part of it that was, it doesn't matter. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. Um, I know. I know these people, they try to set me up, they try to poison me, and it didn't work. Um, so long story short, I took the demon off of child support because there's no amount of money worth my peace and worth. I'm gonna protect my child at all costs. I did not want my son going back over there. I took him off SAP. I even before that, I had months before, weeks before, I even told him like I'm happy to take you off. Just leave us alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And that's how you know you're dealing with a narcissist. They do not like peace. Like they would rather abuse you and mistreat you and abuse your child than to just take their money back and leave you alone, which was so puzzling to me. Um, what happened after that? So I'm having dreams, right? I'm having dreams about the dark witch. Like I'm literally standing there. She's coming to me, attacking me. I know it's her doing hoodoo and magic. I know she did a voodoo doll on me and my son. I know that the black magic that she did towards me backfired and hit somebody else. In my dream, uh, the demon dropped my son on his head. Literally, the day after my lawyer drew up this agreement, we both signed it. Everything was dismissed. I'm free. My son is free. We're at peace. We're happy. We're safe. Literally, that night, I dreamed that the demon was having sex with my child. Yeah, very disturbing. I will never ignore my intuition ever again. And right now, I'm getting chills, so I know that I'm right, and I know that I need to tell my story. I know that the demon is on the down low, and I think that the hitman might be too. Ladies, y'all really need to be careful of these men that like to play around with women and try to sweet talk them and tell them everything they want to hear in the beginning and take them on a few days just to get what they want, but really they don't want women at all. The demon, his stylist doesn't even work. And I know a part of the reason is probably because he's on the down low. Be careful, ladies. And I know that he's probably going to karma. Just know that karma's coming to my enemies for trying to set me up and unalive an innocent person, a high priestess. Karma will be delivered on to my enemies tenfold. And a part of me telling my story is this. This is my verbal cord cutting to these people. I have released the past. I have buried the past. I have moved on. I have learned my lessons. I have taken accountability for all of my mistakes. And I'm learning, I'm healing, I'm moving on. And no weapon formed against me or my child shall prosper mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. It's not going to work. And it will be sent back to the sender tenfold. What else did I have here that I wanted to say? Because I'm done. Like, I'm releasing this. These people try to set me up, and this is what it is. And so, also, just trust your intuition because I have these nudges along the way, but I didn't.
All right, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. We just came over here to listen in her story. Tell me, have you ever been in a situation, maybe not with a hitman, but in a situation where you didn't listen to your intuition, Reflection, and things turned out a little bit, you'll get what I'm saying, a little stranger than fiction, okay? So with that being said, Reflection, this is just a video over here reminding you always listening to your intuition because sometimes through the matrix, they can dress it up and make it very real for us, okay? Until next time, I shall.